Okay, welcome back. We're on the second floor of Villager. I forgot to mention this before, but Villager, like the first one, has 4 floors to it. So we're gonna go ahead and work our way through. And this screen is actually pretty boring. I'm kind of surprised there aren't any little graphical lavishes there. More money, another warp ring, warp wing. I'm gonna find a lot of warp wings. It's just kind of how it works. And we're fighting more guys, more go hoppers. That's pretty much what most of this Traveler's Gate's going to be like, is a lot of go hoppers. Yeah, they're kind of a nuisance, but they're easy experience, so yeah, I'm fine with it. This might be not so great. Might get taken out by this go hopper here. Now you might notice my healer is actually still healing and defending. As I said before, the more you set them to cautious, charged, or mixed, the more they're going to trend towards that when you use the fight command. So, get another warp wing. That's warp wing is kind of a special item. It's actually the only item that has its own little graphic like that. All the other items share graphics with other things. Even the herb shares graphics with Antidote and the map herb. So there's another stub stuck. More experience. More stuff. Keep walking around this place. Ooh, another. Well, there's a pork chop. That was actually a pretty good find. So if I run into a gremlin, which is what I'm hoping to grab here, I'll go ahead and just use that pork chop on it because otherwise they're kind of hard to get. Because of how item commands work in this, it's kind of hard to actually get monsters if they're weaker than your guys. Because when you use an item, you guys still follow the fight command, basically. And so you can't control what they attack or what they do. So I might, say I was fighting, I don't know, 2 stubstucks and an anteater, and I really want the anteater. If I use a pork chop on it and then my guys immediately kill the anteater, I can't catch the anteater. You can only get what's left at the end. Whatever you beat last joins your party, but not always. So it's kind of iffy, and I will not catch guys a lot. But unlike Pokemon, you don't get a second chance, really. You might be able to throw 2 items at them, maybe. Or if you're fighting against a foreign master who has much better guys, then you might be able to get 3 in. But you still have to pick apart what you want. You still have to be very careful about what you kill and what you don't kill. So, pick up more items. Oh, and there's my inventory just capped. You're capped at 4 screens. It's really annoying, so I'm just going to go ahead and use some herbs just for the heck of it and to clear up some space. These herbs will take up way too much of my inventory, and eventually you'll get bank, but we don't have access to the bank yet. I'm going to toss a whole bunch of these out. Yeah, your inventory gets kind of filled with herbs, just because that's all there is in the first Traveler's Gate, and you might get a warp wing or 2, but you basically load up on herbs, and it takes up way too much space. And unfortunately, they don't even really sell for anything. Aha, there we go. That's a gremlin. They are really good, so I'm going to go ahead and take out this stub stuck, and then I'm going to use that pork chop on the gremlin, and hopefully we'll catch him. Hopefully. Got my fingers crossed. Oh, that's not good. See, that's why gremlins are really good, because they know Fireball, which does about half of your guys' health to all of your guys. So, we're going to go ahead and use this pork chop on them. And what this does is it just makes them like you more. And after you beat them, depending on what you've used on them, how many things you've used on them, etc., they may or may not join you. So, hopefully he joins me here, and he doesn't. That happens a lot. Just something I gotta get used to. Heal my guys up with these herbs here. So, one of the big problems in this Traveler's Gate is if you run into 2 gremlins, because what can happen is they can both use Fireball on you, and basically kill you in 1 turn. So, that's not such a good thing. and if you die, you lose all of your money. See, like, this is not good. But I'm going to go ahead and take a risk and just use another beef jerky. I should be able to get 2 beef jerkies in here, hopefully, unless I get a critical hit. So we're going to sit here and hope. Oh, almost. Okay, so I'm in pretty good shape here. They just attacked. Go use another beef jerky, and maybe we'll take them out. So as I said before, you can only catch the last thing you beat here, but because they're 2 of the same thing, it doesn't really matter which one I kill, because they'll both go down, and I both get... they're both gremlins, so it doesn't really matter what I do. Now maybe this will join me? Maybe? Hopefully? Nope. Yeah, gremlins are a little finicky. They're kind of hard to get. You kind of have to get a little lucky. I'm going to run through all my beef jerky here, trying to get one before I get to the boss, because they resist fire, and the boss here has a lot of really good fire attacks that will really, really pick you apart if you don't know what you're doing. So, we have... Nope, just a stub stuck in a Go Hopper. So you might have noticed my guy just attacked there again. Yeah, just because of what I had him set to before. I had him attacking. So I'm going to have to go ahead and put him back to cautious. There we go. See, he healed. Which is what I want him to do. Get my guys' health back up. And I just missed there with my attack against the stub stuck. That happens. They have a lot more agility than you do. So. Oh. Got another critical hit. That's pretty good. That's going to be enough to take him out. And he's level 7. I finally learned sleep. So, sleep's pretty good because it basically just knocks a guy out for a round at least. So if you're fighting against a bunch of guys and one of them's really hard, you can just use sleep on him, and it'll take him out for at least 1 round, which is really useful. My anteater learned upper, sorry, not my anteater, I believe that was my healer. Yeah, my anteater doesn't know anything. What that does is it boosts your team's defense, and eventually it gets to the point where it will take a hit in the place of everyone. I'm going to go ahead and just use a beef jerky here, just because I'm pretty sure my guys won't kill the gremlin right off the bat, and this way I can get 2 beef jerkies in, because 1 beef jerky isn't really enough to catch a gremlin. It just isn't. So yeah, I got lucky they both took out the Go Hopper for me. That works. Let's see, I have 1 more thing of beef jerky. Let's hope this works. I'm not getting another turn with this, so it'd be nice to have another piece of beef jerky, but it's okay. And do I get lucky? Aha, there we go. This is good. Oh, I have no clue. We're gonna go ahead and call him. We're gonna call him Bob, just because I'm naming after Bob Barker. And now I need to figure out who to swap out. So, you can look at the info button. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. He is level 7. Yes, I want to take him with me. This is kind of our decision. I'm gonna actually swap him out for my Draki. He's the highest level guy I have, but this gremlin's much better. Look at that intellect stat. It's almost as high as my healers, and he's only level 2, so he's really good. He also learns heal, and he has fireball, which is really, really helpful. And as I said before, he's resistant to fire, which makes fighting this boss a lot easier. Well, looks like I'm out of time again, so I'm going to have to break off into one more video. Hopefully it'll be the end of this Traveler's Gate and the boss. See you guys in a little bit.